Rise from your grave.
Hello Quakers, and welcome to another edition of the Quake Rave. Now today we're going to be covering a little bit more of the Quake Champions game that's due to come out probably sometime this year, I would assume, because they just announced that the beta is going to be live April 6th. Now, of course, you have to get invited to this, so don't forget, I know I've been saying it a lot lately, but go to Quake.com and sign up to get into the beta if you want to be a part of this. They are going to be rolling out, I guess, invites and whatnot after April 6th as well, so just because you don't get an invite before or on April 6th doesn't mean you won't be a part of the beta, it just means you haven't been invited yet. Of course, there is the chance that you may not be invited at all. We all have that chance here. Let's hope most of us get into it because I really want to check it out. But yes, April 6th is the date. That's this week. Wow. Like, I knew that it was coming up, but I didn't know it was going to be happening like that quickly. They announced it like a week before it was happening, so next weekend, or this coming up weekend, if you get an invite, I pretty much know what you guys are going to be doing. Playing some Quake Champions and enjoying it, I'm sure. In addition to that announcement for the beta coming out on April 6th, we also have 3 new trailers to check out. Now, a couple of these have been out since a couple weeks ago. Let's see, we have a couple new heroes to check out. One is named Scalebearer. We have a brand new trailer that was just recently released for Anarchy, the skateboarding guy. And we have a new arena trailer for Burial Chamber, which looks like a pretty cool new map that they're putting into the game. Scalebearer, of course, is one of the newer champions as well, so there's a lot of newness going on as far as I can tell with these trailers, so let's jump in and check them out. So we're going to start things off with the Scalebearer trailer here. Looks like his abilities are Bull Rush and a Heavyweight, and Bull Rush was the thing that I was sort of laughing about a few trailers ago, where you saw it right there, him just running through people. And obviously the footage has been changed a little bit in this to make it look slow motion, but the way he's going super slow is really funny to me. As far as Heavyweight goes, you just saw it there, it looks like with him being so heavy, he's able to just kind of fall on people and crush them to death, which is pretty sweet. But the one thing I gotta say that's also really funny about this character is his voice. His voice is incredibly cheesy sounding. But otherwise, he looks like he's gonna be a really cool champion to play as. Now, next up here we have the Burial Chamber Arena trailer. Now, I thought this arena actually looked really cool. Just look at that. It's surrounded by lava. You got these weird statues and bones all over the place. Weapons strewn about. Scary faces. Volcano. What more could you want? And the fact that it looks like it still runs buttery smooth with all of this stuff going on. A little bit of dubstep for you guys here. So this level, in my opinion, has a very big Doom feel to it. For those of you who played the most recent Doom game that came out last year, the rocks and the lava and everything feel like the hell levels that were in Doom. Now the stone obviously is where the Quake feel comes from. But yeah, this has got sort of the hybrid id feel to it, which I think is really, really cool because, hey, who doesn't want to play as the Doom guy in Quake, right? So yes, another arena that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to play in. Now here we have the final trailer. This is for Anarchy. Now Anarchy was a very popular character back in the 90s. His active is health injection and hoverboard air control. So he can actually control himself in the air better than anybody else, which you can tell right there. He is really quick and he's moving right around like no one else can do. And as you just saw right there as well, he can inject himself to gain health back, so he seems like he's going to be a pretty powerful defensive character. The one thing that I could say about Anarchy, though, that I'm not a big fan of is the voice. The voice is super irritating. It's this old, like, surfer dude style voice, and yeah, it's just not doing much for me. It's very cliche and very, I don't know. Maybe you guys will get something out of it, but it doesn't do much for me. And, in my opinion, it kind of sounds like a Ninja Turtle. I like the Ninja Turtles, but guys... Ugh, it's a little passé at this point. I don't know, it's a bit much for me. So my thoughts so far going into this beta, I gotta say, I think that the arenas look like a lot of fun. They look like they're gonna be just awesome to traverse and jump around and, you know, rocket jump around and just take out people in. That seems awesome. The only thing that's really not hitting me very well is just like the personality of the characters. I know it's, Quake and Doom, and it's pulled right from the 90s and everything. And some of the personalities in this game so far, what they've shown with the heroes that you can play as, they definitely feel like characters that you would have played as in the 90s, whether it was like Unreal Tournament or Quake or whatever it was. But I don't know. I'm not really feeling that. It's been 20 years, and I feel like the characters, I don't know. I guess it would be fine if you had a couple jokester characters. Like, Anarchy should be a jokey character. But to me, he's coming off as, I don't know, like a little bit over the top. And yeah, like I said, I'm not really into that. Like, I like over-the-top humor. I like, tongue-in-cheek humor. But when it's, like, really blatant and they're using jokes from 30, 40 years ago, like, turn it up to 11?
Time to turn it up to 11!
I mean, come on. Like, Spinal Tap joke? Like, the movie came out so long ago. I mean, what? I just wonder who we're catering to with this. Like, I guess it's not a huge deal. I don't know. It just is. It's a little cheesy, which I guess isn't a totally bad thing. But I'm hoping that when the game comes out, there's going to be an option to turn off the character voices, because so far they're not really doing much for me. Same goes for Scalebearer. Like, the things that he's saying are fine, but the way that they tuned his voice to sound deeper,
I will rise and take my place among the gods,
just sounds completely fake and weird. So I don't know. I'm not too into that either. But as I said, the arenas themselves look like a lot of fun to play in, and the gameplay looks great, so I'm still really looking forward to checking this out. Well, there you go, Quakers. I will see you next time on the Quake Grave. Oh, and if you get into the beta, have fun, and please let me know what you think of it if you get in. Until next time.